thought it was great to have him out there. He powered through some good stretches and some tough stretches that were self-inflicted, but all in all, we needed him to make plays, make shots. He stepped up and he did that. But it's coming out of All-Star break. Everything's a little topsy-turvy. Guys are still, trying to get back in rhythm to where we were beforehand. But, no, I thought he was good.
Wembanyama has a 5x5, just very rare to see that. What did you make of him tonight, and how did you guys end up still able to hold on for a win?
I mean, you got to keep competing every possession. I'll just say this first before we talk about Wemby. I just told him after the game, there's just not so much who your specific opponent is. No disrespect to the other 29 teams, but a lot of times, even though we're missing guys in the lineup, we have to step up and try to be the best versions of ourselves with what we have available to us. Active guys in the roster, each possession trying to figure it out together in rhythm, in unison, defensively and offensively. It's tough to win in this league. We're totally thankful and grateful to be able to come out on top of this one. But yet and still, again, it's not just looking at, square eyeing whoever's standing right there in front of you. It's also looking at yourself, trying to see different ways you can get better and correct whatever mistakes that were made the last go-around, last game, whatever, or last possession, and try to sustain the good things you're doing. Now, as far as Wemby, I just told Pop after the game, man, the kid, the thing that impresses me the most about him, he's uber talented, multifaceted, highly skilled, but he's I think his biggest trait and quality that you can't teach or coach is his competitive nature. He's a competitive kid, and he makes winning plays all the time. You see how he plays with his teammates. He's trying to make the right play, whether it's for himself or for the others that's out there with him. And defensively, chasing down shots, changing shots, blocking shots, coming up with strong rebounds. But again, those two intangibles, the ability to stay that competitive possession by possession and also make winning plays, I think for me personally is the most competitive thing about him.
Darvin, at the start of your last answer, Mike, you just were kind of sound like expressing dissatisfaction to us with what the way you guys approached it or executed. Just can you point a little bit more specifically?
Well, I just think it's a coach's thing, right? You want your team to constantly look within and try to make plays and force the other team to put you in uncomfortable positions and not you put yourself in those uncomfortable positions, whether it's, not sprinting back in transition or allowing team to get 2-3 offensive rebounds or, fouling because we're not in position, we're not doing our work early, and then going down the other end, not trusting the execution. We got a bunch of weapons, but they're useless if we don't do the little things. Sprinting hard when we get the ball in transition, not turning it over, maintaining spacing, making sure we get hits on screens to create an advantage, and, making a simple, easy play. That's just to put it in detail, that's what I'm talking about.
Darvin, along those lines, they made that run late in the third quarter into the fourth, and then you guys responded and stretched it back to double digits. What did you see, I guess, not working during that stretch, and then what did you see that turned it around early?
Give them credit. They had some guys that hit some shots. They continue to play hard, play fast. I told the guys before the game, they're not, whether they're up 20, down 20, up 5, down 5, doesn't matter. Their effort is not going to change, and you saw that throughout. But, us also mishandling passes, the ball movement kind of slowed down a little bit. Sometimes we got guys that are highly skilled, and sometimes the home run play is not quite the play to make. We just keep it simple. I'm telling you, we'll be off the charts with our execution and with our ability to get stops defensively.
Darvin, the schedule really turns for you guys, starting with Phoenix, just with quality of opponent going way up. What is the best version? You just touched on it, but what is the best version of this team, and how quickly do you guys think that you can recapture maybe some of the momentum you had in the week or so heading into the break?
Well, I've said it, Brian said it, just everyone doing their job, focusing on what they're supposed to do, the contribution they're supposed to make. I want to feel like I'm giving a eulogy up here. It's just me with my observation as a coach trying to extract the best quality, high quality performance out of our team. And I think it's just you'll go back and watch film once we get to Phoenix about these previous 2 games, and not so much, worried about what Steph was able to do or what Wemby was able to do, but again, how we can be better. We've done it all year. Look at ourselves, and we have certain themes throughout our film sessions throughout the year that we need to get back to and get a refresher. And it's good that, the newly acquired Spencer Dinwiddie, he'll get a chance to get caught up to speed on some things too. Hadn't had a whole lot of time since he's arrived to get on the practice floor. So to be able to get a film session in and again, refresh ourselves and get back to the simple details and trying to master those and try to avoid the self-inflicted wounds.
How you doing, Darv? Early in this game, first, maybe early second, felt like it was all Victor for the Spurs. How important was it to take advantage of the non-Wembanyama minutes, part 1, and then part 2? It felt like there were stretches that you guys were really, even with him on the court, doing well in transition offense. What did you see out of that?
Just getting stops. I mean, whenever we're active and we're able to hold teams to 1 possession, our offense, the efficiency goes through the roof. And so that's the biggest thing. One end, it totally connects the other. When you're not playing good offense and you're not, you get a chance to run some stuff and you don't run it right, or you bail out on it too early and take, I won't say ill-advised shots because we encourage our guys to be aggressive. I just take shots that are out of rhythm, that are not in rhythm. It puts a ton of pressure on your defense, or you commit live ball turnovers. It puts a ton of pressure on your defense. So just being solid at both ends. Whenever, again, we can hold teams to 1 possession and get the ball, whether it's a missed shot, force a turnover, what have you, and we get out and commit to running, that's when you see all the highlight plays, the quick open threes, because our guys do a great job of sharing the ball with one another.
AD, 29 minutes, didn't play the fourth. It's just a matter of the second half of the back-to-back and trying to preserve him after, I think, comes tonight questionable.
No, we felt like we had a pretty good grip on the game. We made a surge with him on the sideline, and we were just hoping, had our fingers crossed, that we can continue to, put points on the board and get stops, so we wouldn't have to drag him back out there. I think it was great for him to be able to sit over there and knowing that, the next stretch of games that we have coming up.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.